What is the most important part of any character in any sort of media? Be it video game, movie, TV show, book. Personality. What is something that all the characters in this piece of shit don't have? Personality. This piece of paper has more personality than all of the characters in this game combined so far. I have been streaming this, trying to get through it. One of the main... Because I did say I was going to beat it, and one of the most, not friendly comments that I keep getting is, well, you only played 4 hours. How can you know anything? Which, obviously, they didn't look and see that, I've been consistently posting my streams from playing this stupid piece of trash onto fucking YouTube. So, yeah, we're gonna sit here and we're going to talk about the fact that there is no personality in any of these characters. So it's I think I've gotten all of them, and so far it's I've been able to flirt with pretty much every single companion character, which was not a thing that was possible in the other games. I believe in each one there's at least 1 or 2 characters that you can't flirt with. I know in Origins, the only romanceable characters were Zevran, Liliana, Morrigan, and Alistair. I believe they were the only ones. It's been a while since I played the game. I am planning to replay the game soon. Got a new controller for my PlayStation 3. Just need to get a splitter and then I can stream it. And then you couldn't romance Varric in 2 or Inquisition. I know that. But each character you couldn't romance them, and some of them had you could be boy or girl, whatever. Sometimes it would be you had to be a specific gender. I know Dorian in Inquisition, you had to be a male in order to romance him. Morgan, you had to be a male to romance her. Alistair, you had to be a girl. Zevran and Liliana, you could be boy or girl. It didn't matter. I know in Inquisition, what's his face? Solus. You had to be not just a girl, you had to be a female elf in order to romance him. Anders in 2. I'm not 100% sure if you could be a guy and romance him. I always play as a girl, never tried as a guy. I should try that just to see. But, I have Kitty in my lap. But, all of that. And so far, I've been able to pretty much do a flirt interaction with every single, companion character. Minus Trash, who I finally got, and honestly, a soggy cardboard cutout has more personality than her. And the Warden dude, which honestly I would probably, because he is kind of cute. But every single other one, didn't matter their gender. I've been able to flirt with them, and I've been running through those streams with a male elf because I couldn't make a hot female. So I went with male because I could make a hot male. And one of my viewers is just like, hey, it's Elf Hanks! Because I guess he looks like Tom Hanks. But yeah, there's no personality to any of these characters. Emmerich makes no sense to me. At all. No sense whatever. Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age Inquisition, Dragon Age 2, Blood Magic, Necromancy, all of that's all kind of taboo. You don't do it. If you do it, you're a bad person. And then you have Emmerich come in, and he is just this fucking cartoonish. It's cartoonish how he is. He's got it's Manfred, I think is what the little skeleton's name. He's my Manfred. He's my manservant. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. And it's just that's not how this is done. And he's just like, you will never find anybody else as knowledgeable in the Fade. And when he's saying that, I just burst out laughing because it's like, Solas is supposed to be the most knowledgeable person on the about the Fade anywhere because, hello, he made the veil. He made the veil that separates the Fade from the waking world. He made it. Of course he's going to know more than anybody else. He's also thousands of years old. Like, there's no way this Emmerich dude knows more about the Fade than Solas. So, yeah, y'all are kind of dumb on that. And then, when you meet Tosh, she's just like, don't get in my way. This is what I'm doing. Just don't get in my way. I don't care if you follow me. Nah. Like, they're trying to go for, like, the strong, silent type, and then the moment she's interacting with her mom, she just goes from strong, silent to whiny teenager. And it's just like, really? Really? And I tried to be mean to her. I tried. It would not let me be mean to her. And I was kind of upset about that. Like, I just wanted to be mean to her because I don't like her. Like, my first impressions of her, not very good. Which brings me to, it's like, you have this, it's got terrible writing. It feels like a Fortnite reskin, honestly. Like, with the way Emmerich looks, he looks like a Fortnite character. And I don't even play Fortnite. I never got into Fortnite. I thought it looked stupid. So I never got into it. And then I'm at work today, and I'm just kind of sitting there like, none of these characters have any personalities that I even really care about. None of them are doing anything that I care about. None of them have anything going on in their lives that, like, makes me want to care about them. And it got me thinking about one of my favorite manga books, which is essentially a porno, and it had the characters in this, which is essentially a porno, are more relatable. I care more about what they want than this. I mean, you've got Uijin, which, honestly, I can't pronounce his name. I never heard it pronounced. It's Korean. I just putting that out there. He's a high school kid working and going to school, trying to pay his brother's medical bills. And you feel for him because it starts out and he's working at this very dangerous convenience store because it's like right in the middle of Gangtown, and it's like this is the two main characters' first interaction, and he gets all like terrified because he starts looking around on his phone, and it turns into this adorable thing where he's terrified because Gunwoo, this character right here, he is definitely not someone to be messed with. And he goes, give it here. And this is right after Eugene is like looking on his phone, looking at like news articles, and it's talking about how like severed fingers are appearing all over the place. And he gives him his finger instead of his card. And it is so adorable because they're both sitting there like like, Eugene's terrified. Gunwoo's just like, what the fuck is he doing? And it's just so funny. And Gunwoo, like 40 years old, Eugene's like 20, 21, somewhere in there. And he finds himself constantly going back to the convenience store because he wants to talk to this guy. He wants to see this guy. So he keeps going back to the convenience store for cigarettes and booze. And then Eugene's got this other guy in fucking at school that he has this huge crush on. The guy, he confesses to him or whatever. They go on a dinner date. That's when Eugene kind of learns that like the guy's already dating another person, and it upsets him. He catches them kissing. They end up cause like the other guy kind of forces a kiss on Eugene. He walks out of his apartment. This is when Eugene learns that Gunwoo lives right next to him. And other things ensue. Fast forward a couple days, Uijin has this terrible day, and it's the only day Gunwoo doesn't come to the frickin' convenience store, and they end up sleeping together. And it's funny as hell. And these characters, this book, it sucks you in so much more than this. This is supposed to be a dark fantasy, and it feels like a children's story. This is just two guys falling in love, and it's more engaging. The characters have more character to them, because later on in like book 4, you learn why Gunwoo does the things that he does. And like throughout the entire series, there's different callbacks to different things that happen earlier on in the series. Like book 5's not out yet. I haven't read it yet, but it's supposed to take place like 3 years later. Well, there's one part where Uijin basically says, tells Gunwoo that he'd had a crush on that other guy for like 3 years. And in the story writing, it's a callback to Uijin doing that, is with them having a 3-year time gap between them and Gunwoo coming back into Uijin's life. There's nothing like that in here. There's no story writing basically going, okay, well, we have all of this other stuff from 3 previous games. This is hundreds of hundreds of pages, novels worth of stuff. I mean, there are actual novels for Dragon Age out there, and this book draws on none of it. It has a wealth of content that it can draw on, and it draws on none of it, and it has no personality to it. This is just a bunch of manga books that are essentially porn, and there is more personality in this than there is in this. And this is based off of freaking Dragon Age. Hundreds of hours. People have put so much hours into this. And every person's playthrough is going to be a little bit different. My favorite thing to do between Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition is to turn it into a tragic love story. If you romance anybody and sacrifice the warden in Origins, basically it's a tragic love story. You romance Anders in 2, and then he blows up that church, and you choose to kill him? Tragic love story. I mean, you love this guy, and you just killed him because he murdered innocent people. And then if you like play as a female elf in Inquisition and you romance Solus, and then at the end of it you find out he's the Dread Wolf, like, that is way more engaging than anything that I've come across so far in this. Most of this, I can maybe play 2 hours straight, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Even with alcohol, it's just like after 2 hours, I'm just like, I'm done. I can't. It's very difficult to sit and play this game for hours on end, and I can sit there and reread this entire manga series in a night. Like, yeah, it is basically porn, but at least it is an engaging story. I mean, you get to book 4 and you start learning more and more about Gunwoo, because like at the end of it, it's got an entire section specifically through his point of view, going back through how he got into the gang, how he got into that stuff, why when Uijin's doing something that he's just like, well, aren't you mad that I want to do this? Gunwoo's always like, I'm never going to sit there and not let you do what you want to do. Because he had no choice in joining that gang. There's another character, this Cha character, that Uijin basically goes, well, like, okay, well, I want to be friendly towards him. I want to learn more about you through him. I want to ask him questions. I want to hang out with him and do that kind of stuff. So Gunwoo lets him do it, knowing full well that he's going to, like, hurt Cha at the end of the book. But he still lets him do it. It's because he never had a choice in a whole bunch of stuff, so he will not take any choices away from Uijin. It's a character development that none of the characters in this book, in this game, have. And it's just like, a porno has better character development than a AAA game. Explain that to me. None of these characters have any personality other than how they're dressed. I mean, fucking Bellaria is Discount Meryl from Dragon Age 2. Lucanus, Discount Zevran from fucking Dragon Age Origins. Zevran is my favorite. Every time I'm playing Origins, I don't even really call him Zevran when I'm playing. I'm going, that's my Zevi-poo. I love Zevran. Zevran is one of my favorite characters. I love him. And Lucanus is just Discount Zevran. Like, fucking Tosh. She's Discount Iron Bull. Iron Bull, way better character. He has his whole wealth of character growth. And he doesn't have to be some super special snowflake in order to do it. By the end of the game, he's either a Tal Vashoth or he's still part of the Qun. And all of his friends in the Bull's Chargers are dead. Or they're alive. It is this huge thing. You can all, like, if you have Dorian and Iron Bull in your party and you're not romancing either of them, they romance each other. So much character growth there. And you have this Tosh person, which is basically Discount Iron Bull. I'm sorry. I would rather go with Iron Bull than whatever the fuck this person is. And then Harding, she was a great character in Inquisition. I actually really liked her. And if you did it right, you could have her and Sarah end up romancing by the end of the game. Okay, well, where's Sarah? Why isn't Harding with Sarah? Why can't we have that kind of romancing? No, you get to romance her now. Niv or whatever. She's basically Discount Dorian. Like, all of these characters, they were trying to get the characters that were so loved in the other games, and they just made them worse. Like, Harding was a pretty awesome character in fucking Inquisition, and now she's just a piece of shit. Varric was one of the, like, it's like they tried to take Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, mush them together, take away all the stuff that made both of those games good, take away everything that made Origins what the amazing masterpiece that it is, and just were like, no, you don't need that. You're going to like what we want you to like. That's not how that's done. You had a masterpiece, followed by 2 pretty good games afterwards. And then you give the fans that fell in love with those games, that gave you the money, and were expecting you to give them something on the same level as what the originals were, and you give them trash. This is trash. This, right here, this white, plain piece of paper that all it says is personality, has more personality in it than this. This has no personality to it. It has no depth. There's nothing in here that makes me go, huh, that made me think. No, this basically just makes me go, huh, I wish I could blow my brains out right now because I'm sick and tired of playing this game. But I'm going to fucking finish it because I'm a whore for Dragon Age. What can I say? But, you know what? I'm done ranting. I am going to say, I'm going to add this. Just going to add this. If you want a good story, and you like boys love manga, I guess, Dangerous Convenience Store, really good manga. The characters are a lot more engaging than in Veilguard. It's a great one. And you can't say that I'm a homophobe considering this and this are 2 of my favorite mangas. But I guess like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Check out my books. I will leave links in the description because I like my books. But yeah, I might do, when I finish this game, I might do to it what my dad did to his calculus book. Might. You know what? I will. And I have another book that I kind of want to shoot too, so I'll probably do both at the same time. But yeah, I'm done. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'm going to keep putting up the streams. You get to keep watching me suffer. I might stream a little bit later. Not entirely sure. But I will see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my books. And you know what? Have a wonderful, lovely day. Bye!